very short presentation. So very briefly about myself. So yeah, my name is Satish. I have a bachelor's from high school in information technology and a master's degree in software engineering at high school and UAB with specialization in machine learning. And yeah, my professional work experience, I had like a part-time work as data scientist at Bouvet. And yeah, and also worked as a researcher after my master's at the Department of Biomedicine at the University of Bergen, where I worked with deep learning. And I'm currently a PhD student at high school and a research center called Moen Medical Imaging and Visualization Center. And this is an additional 20% position as high school elector. So yeah, so I have another work as well, and that's why I probably haven't had time to answer everyone today on the questions you have had on Canvas and so on. So we will try to use the student assistants so they could help you as well on Discord. So yeah, we will find some solutions on that. So today's agenda here. So it will be a short lecture with introduction to machine learning. So we'll look at some of the most common machine learning terms and how to get started. And at the end now, we will have questions about the lecture or the course. So yeah, let's get started. So machine learning is behind many exciting technology and striking results in recent times. So here we have a couple of examples of what it has been used for in recent years. So Google Translate uses it for translating from one language to another. And you also have NVIDIA uses it for their autonomous vehicles. And machine learning is also the technology used to beat world champions in board games like Go, and more recently in computer games like StarCraft. So as we can see here, huge resources are being invested in AI. For example, in October 2018, MIT announced a plan to spend $1 billion on a new institution for combining AI and computer science with other academic disciplines. And in January 2020, the Norwegian government announced a national strategy for AI. So yeah. So what is AI and machine learning? So it is a huge landscape. And we will try to cover what we can in those 5 credits this course is going to be. So these days, artificial intelligence is an umbrella term to represent any programs that can sense, reason, act, and adapt. So there is 2 ways that developers are actually getting machines to do that, and that's through machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning is algorithms whose performance improves as they are exposed to more data over time, while deep learning is a subset of machine learning in which multi-layered neural networks learn from vast amounts of data. So we are not going to go into deep learning in this course. That's another course at master's level. So if you're going to continue a master's, you can apply for this course. And that will be with Alexander Lundavold, who had this course in machine learning introduction last year. So what is machine learning? So machine learning is not a new term. Yeah, so in 1959, Arthur Samuel, one of the pioneers in the field, defined machine learning as a field of study that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. So this definition is slightly vague. So here is another term by Tom Mitchell more recently. So a computer program is safe to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measure P if its performance at task in T as measured by P improves with experience E. So yeah, it's a lot of words there. So put simply, the idea of machine learning is to enable computer programs to learn from data and make decisions based on knowledge they acquire. So suppose your email program watches which emails you do or do not mark as spam, and based on that learns how to better filter spam. So what are T, E, and P in this setting? So T would be classifying emails as spam or not spam. E would be watching your label emails as spam or not spam. And the P would be the number of emails correctly classified as spam or not spam. So in traditional programming, the data and set of rules are executed on the computer to create results. While in machine learning, the data and the results is executed on the computer to create the program, so the set of rules. This machine learning program can then be used to predict on unknown data. So for example, instead of creating rules for spam filtering yourself, or use existing rules like whitelisting or blacklisting, machine learning algorithms can learn these rules all by themselves. So you do not need to maintain large, complex lists of rules, as these algorithms can figure out it for you. But how do we do that? So let's look at how we humans solve problems. So here we have examples of Siberian Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes. So if I show you a new picture of a dog and was asking you if this is an Alaskan Malamute or Siberian Husky, what do you do then? Well, you look at different characteristics of these two breeds. The simplest difference is to look at their tails, as you can see here. The Alaskan Malamute has their tails upwards, while Husky has it downwards. In addition, one can see that Alaskan Malamute has a slightly more squared face than Siberian Husky. So you can see the different features here. Similarly, neural or machine learning learns these different features by looking at many different images with true labels. So yeah, like here with Siberian Husky. So the same idea can be applied for other areas like medical images where I work. So here we have an example with pneumonia, so in Norwegian, lungebetennelse, normal patients, and try to find features to distinguish between healthy and sick patients. So for developers, the expansion of the AI field means that you have the potential to apply your knowledge towards an industry that you are also interested in, like music or sports or healthcare. As you explore the world of machine learning, think about what else you find interesting and how you like to contribute to that field in a meaningful way. Yeah. What is machine learning? So a type of machine learning is about function approximation. So X would be could be an image, and the Y is what's in the image. So for example, if it's an Alaskan Malamute or Husky, or a pneumonia or a normal healthy patient. And the F is the model. So yeah, we will look into that later in this course. And that could be like neural networks or any kind of other models. And the last one is the parameters. So what the parameter should be is determined by learning. So yeah, that's it. So in this course, we are going to use this book, Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. So as the book says, it's going to be hands-on. So yeah, I'm planning to have short lectures since it's not that easy to follow or yeah, keep the concentration up when I go through or yeah, with long presentations. Yeah, I'm more fan of doing hands-on. So it's going to be hands-on notebooks and you have to work with it yourself. And I will give you like an introduction to the different kind of subjects. So here are some of the libraries that we will use and tools like Jupyter Notebooks, Python, NumPy, Pandas, GitHub. So you're probably, you know some of these from earlier courses, maybe. And yeah, I've created a homepage for this course to make it a bit easier and have everything on the same page. So you have the link here. And I've also linked it to in the Canvas in the module. So you can also, if you don't want to go through this page, you can just go through Canvas. And yeah, so this lab would be for going through getting started module to install everything. So I've described how to do it. And I know some of you have problems with fetching or clone the project. So we can try to fix that problem or look into how we can fix that. So yeah, and in addition, I fixed that so everyone should have access, or if you log in with your student email, you should have access to DataCamp for classrooms. So it's for free. And there you can go through the course about introduction to data science in Python if you haven't been using libraries like Pandas and so on. So you will get a hands-on experience on that. So Øystein Vikane, Kjetil Dyreland, og Jostein Digernes is going to be the teaching assistants in the course. And probably we will get another one as well, since you are a lot of students this year. So yeah, and the machine learning lectures on Wednesdays would be from 8 o'clock or 8:15 until 10:15. We can push it probably to 8:30, but it collides with another course I have myself. So that's the reason. So sorry for that. But yeah, and we have Discord channel, and I hope everyone is getting there, so it will be easier to yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, we can take it over there. So that's it. I will stop.